So anyway, what's the agenda for today? Was?
You. Yeah. See, what's
You
that
said
called?
past tense of the conjunctive, so
So,
Riddler. Yeah. Conjunctive 2, yeah. Subjunctive in English. Okay, so we're learning the subjunctive to in Vergangenheit. The Vergangenheit means the past, okay? On the present, the present. Okay, then the Vergangenheit. Okay, so how do you form the like, yeah, before that I said I was going to teach something. Yeah, all those things I mentioned recently, but I want to teach that. Also, with the modal verbs, I didn't take time to teach the past tense. Okay, like as in a lecture with modal, I think with the past tense and the present perfect, we focus more on other verbs: kaufen, gekauft, kaufte, schreiben, schrieb, geschrieben, hat geschrieben. Yeah. So we didn't. So like, let's take time to do the modal verbs because we will need them today. So at least I want all of us to be on the same page. Okay. All right. So Vergangenheit der Modalverben. Okay, the past of the modal verbs. So modal verbs. Which one? How many modal verbs do we have? Yeah, you just listed them. Können.
Sollen.
Sollen.
Müssen.
Wollen.
Wollen. Dürfen.
Yeah, dürfen. Yeah, dürfen. See. I answered. Yeah, that's all. So much in the encounter. So let's say that's.
Yeah. Really? And when?
Werden.
Yeah, werden.
Werden.
Yeah, werden. Werden is kind of modal verb.
It's not modal verb.
Wollen, sollen, dürfen, müssen. Yeah. Like it's used as a modal verb because we like, so we use it like in German as part of the Hilfsverben, helping verbs like sein, have, und will. Okay, so werden is actually a helping, like auxiliary verb, helping verb. Okay, we just use it like a modal verb, like möchten, mögen. Yeah, mögen. Yeah,
Yeah,
mögen. Yeah, mögen. Megan is also not like a really like actual modal verb, right? It's used. Okay, so umlaut können sollen müssen umlaut wollen dürfen umlaut mögen umlaut. Okay. Okay, the preteritum for können ist I want to say I can do it. I want to say, oh,
Konnte.
I used to be able to do it. Like I used to be able to do it. Hey, is it Vanessa? Nobody, yeah, she did this here. Like, yeah, like I in English, could is for past and past plus future. Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, was oh, I was able to do it, but the current means to be able to, but it's used in English just like can. So it's not necessarily like it doesn't actually mean can, but können in German means to be able to. So if you want to say you were able to do something, it's I could. It's still I could. Order. Yeah, yeah. So in German it's konnte. Okay. So
Yeah.
with yeah, forming past tense, we said with regular verbs, we just add what te. We remove the verb stem with the en and add what te. Okay. Then with modal verbs, we do away with the what umlauts. Well,
Yeah, klar.
yeah. So Zolen will be remove the en, but
So,
Zolte. Musen, remove what the en, then what do away with the umlaut and what mustel.
okay.
Yeah. Volen will be what volte.
Water.
Yeah. Dolphin will be what dwarfte on the umlaut. Then Morgan is irregular. It's not mukte. It's rather mukte. Not mug. It's not gay. Okay, it's irregular. Okay, so this is I was able to do it. So I can fly. It's what ich kann fliegen. Okay. If you want to say I was able to fly in the past, but oh, ich konnte fliegen. Okay, so you although like only the modal verb will be in the past, but the other verb will go to the end of the sentence unconjugated. When you are using the preteritum, this is the past tense. Okay. It's the past tense. Okay, forming the past participle of modal verbs, they are all formed with carbon. Okay, it has nothing to do with change of states. It has nothing to do with wohin. So it's formed with carbon. So it's when you say I was able to do it, like when you don't use the preteritum and want to use the present perfect or the past participle, what habe gekonnt, yeah, habe gekonnt, habe was gesollt. Habe was? Habe gewollt. Habe gewollt und Dolphin ist habe gedurft, oder? The good thing is that we don't use modal, we don't use the present perfect, but I just want you guys to know we don't use it. Only with wollen. We only use like it's very common. We normally use have a gewollt more with wollen, but the rest we always use the contest or most there. We don't use the present perfect. But I just want you guys to know, so it wouldn't be like it wasn't taught to grip. The dwarf sort of I'm not very sure because I've never used it. And yeah, mokte is having gemokt. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if we'll find it. Ja, das war richtig. Ja. Alles sind klar. So können, konnte, sollen, sollte. Yeah. So if you want to say
Ich konnte gestern nicht kommen, oder?
Yeah, I couldn't come yesterday, but ich konnte gestern nicht kommen. So if you, instead of using the preterite, if you want to use the present perfect, how will it be?
Present perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Ich habe gestern nicht kommen. Okay. Konnt.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys.
Hello. Hello.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I feel like okay. What's it for it? Yeah. So if you
Also, Tianka.
yeah, I hear you guys. I'm calling
Okay.
hear you know. So if you want to say if you want to use the preteritum, it should be what?
Ich habe
Sorry. Ich habe gestern
nicht kommen.
nicht kommen
Nicht kommen.
gekonnt. Yeah. Like it's too long, and so we don't use it. We don't use it. Okay, we don't use it. But I just wanted you guys to know that we also have the past tense and the present perfect for what modal verbs, but with wollen, we always use the present perfect. Okay, we always use it. Yeah. As example is maybe I wanted to come. Maybe how do I say? I wanted to come here. I wanted to come using just wollen. Was ich wollte kommen. Okay. But if you have to use the I even use it. Ich habe gewollt zu kommen. Like I wanted, ich habe gewollt. Yeah, we use it. How do we use it? Sorry. Yeah. Like I have always wanted. We use it when you want to say I have always wanted to maybe. Yeah. That's right. Like we use it, I have always wanted. When you want to say I have always wanted, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, just know that because a shower email common wollen words. It's used weirdly, but like I was saying, it's not very common. But normally you hear not like it's not common. Not common. Like since we grew up, I've never heard anyone use it. But I think like yeah. Someone make expression like I've always wanted to do something, and they either use it like maybe dodo volen or the words. About like these are the present perfects. Okay, so you see we need the verb have. Okay, haben to form the present perfect. Okay, so the Vergangenheit. How do we form the Vergangenheit, the past tense, not past tense, the present perfect with other verbs? So when it's sein, we need what? When it's wohin and when it's wohin or the change of state, we need what? Sein plus the present perfect of the verb, okay? Or the past participle, past participle, okay? When it's a normal verb, like you just read the haben plus the PP, okay? So with modal verbs, like sorry, yeah, modal verbs. Yeah. So it's forming the past tense in like forming the Vergangenheit with conjunctive zwei. So if the past tense of the verb is formed with sein, you just change what you just use the the modal verbs. Sorry, that's all of a sudden my story. We use the sein. Okay, like what's the conjunctive form for sein is what werden. Okay, so you just change the so I feel weird all of a sudden. But yeah, so if the past tense of the verb is formed with sein, the present perfect is formed with sein, then you only in conjunctive you only use the conjunctive for sein, but we maintain the present participle of the verb. So for example, if I want to say I would have eaten. I would have eaten. Okay, it's in this. I said, and I showed me and hit the five. Yeah, what about you guys? Yeah, so yeah. So I could have eaten. So I could have eaten. So in this case, it's what past tense of what on real situation. Okay, it's on real situation. Okay, like it's not real. It's not actually happening now. It has already happened. Like the situation is already gone. Okay, but if I had the chance, I could. Why? I would have. Not I could have. If I had the chance, I would have eaten. Okay, maybe we went to the restaurant and maybe my friends ordered food, but I didn't eat. I didn't like eat with them, but I'm saying, I would have eaten with them if I had the chance. Okay, so it's in the past tense, but what you are saying now can't be changed because it's not real. It wasn't done. So use the conjunctive. Okay, so in this sentence, how will you form it? First, would have in German. Would have is what? Would have.
Would have. Okay. Most. Hey.
No. Would have. Would have is hätten.
Yeah. Hätten.
So yeah. So it basically just hätten. So
yeah.
ich hätte.
That's it. Yes.
Ich hätte gegessen. No.
Gegessen.
Yeah. So it's like saying, oh, I have eaten. So you only change you only use the preteritum for what? The haben. Okay, so verbs with normal verbs depends on the conjugation, the format. If the past tense of the present perfect of the verb is formed with haben, then it will be what hätten. If the present perfect of the verb is formed with sein, change of state, then what wären. Klar? So I want to say, oh, I would have gone with them.
Okay.
I have gone in German. Ich bin gegangen.
Okay. It's better. Right.
So it's what is very gegangen. Just to say, like, on real situation, when I say ich bin gegangen, it means what? I have gone. I'm talking about a case that actually happened. Okay, something happened, so I have gone. But I'm saying, I would have gone. Okay, so like it's on real situation. Okay, so we use the conjunctive to express on real situations. Okay, yeah. So if I say ich bin gegangen, it means I actually went there. Okay. Yeah, but this, like, I can't change the past. Okay, but I want to say in the past, if I had the chance, I would have. So it's conjunctive. You have to use the conjunctive because, like, it's not like it didn't happen. You're only saying something that could have been a possibility in the past. Okay, so use the conjunctive. So basically, if the they want to say I would have would have written him a letter. Hmm?
Hmm.
Ich hätte ihm einen Brief
Ich hatte ihm einen Brief geschrieben.
geschrieben.
Ja.
So,
Ja, klar.
this is the past tense with conjunctive. We have present, present. So we have present. Let me analyze it this way. Maybe you'll get it. So present of this sentence is what I am eating, right? The present tense is what I am eating. The future will be what? Future tense. It's for the isn't. I will eat. Okay, in the future. It hasn't happened now. I will eat. Then the past tense will be what? I ate, which is what is as. Okay. Then the present perfect is what?
Habe gegessen.
Ich habe gegessen. So the conjunctive in presence. Okay. Conjunctive 2. That's presence. Conjunctive 2 in presence will be presence. Okay. Not presence. So I would eat. Okay, I would eat. Okay, it's in the present, but then it's like there's a possibility that it may happen or what may not happen. What ich würde essen. You form the conjunctive. Okay, yeah. Then the conjunctive in der Vergangenheit will be I would have eaten. Okay, so would have is was hätte. Would be is wäre. Okay, so here I would have eaten will be what ich hätte gegessen. Difficult.
Yeah.
We have present perfect and we have the plusquamperfect. In English, how is it called? Which love? The plusquamperfect.
Please,
Like
I'm busy. I beg. I'm attending to someone.
no. On team call.
You said?
You said you are attending to someone.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, but I'm saying plusquamperfect. Like in English, also you could say I have eaten or that I had eaten. So that's like what tense is that I had eaten.
Jesus, I think it's is it past participle? Well, let me confirm first. I'm coming. Let me
No, no, no.
confirm. I had
The
eaten.
present perfect is the same as the past participle order.
A present perfect. Me, I'm confused. Though. Let me confirm and remember that. I like really, I'm coming.
Uh, pluperfect or the past perfect tense. Yeah, past perfect tense. There's the past perfect tense. So I think in German we have how many tenses? We have this is future eins. This one is future eins, future one. So we have future two. Okay. Yeah, we have future two. Future one is I will do something. Future two is ah maybe how do I say? I would have not I would have. Yeah, it's still formed with Harvard, but then the format is different. In so oh, I would have got to eyes. But you got the end of the focus. I don't know what it's called in English, but in German you have Futur eins, then Futur zwei, yeah, different formats. So you get it. Yeah. So here's the present. You want to say you do something, it's I will. If you want to say you did something in the past, so to say you have done something, like something has been done, is the present perfect. The plusquamperfekt is I had eaten. So ich hatte gegessen. Ich hatte gegessen. Okay. Normally we use the plusquamperfekt like this tense when we are describing activities like one happened before the other. Oh, what was it? I had eaten before I went out. So you use it to describe series of an activity, and one activity, like both activity in the past, one happened before the other. Okay. So you have to the first one, that the one that happened first will be used in the plusquamperfekt. Then the next one which followed will be used what in the present perfect or the past tense, whichever way you want to use it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so the conjunctive on real situation, being polite or hypothetical situations, okay? So forming the past tense, basically just the present tense, okay? So if it would have, then it would be what? Hätte. So I would have eaten. Would be what? Ich hätte gegessen. I would eat. But ich würde essen. But if there's would have, then it's what? Hätte gegessen. Okay?
Yeah.
No. And not just which model. Let me add just one. Yeah. Another two verbs are also important. It's like two important verbs are haben. Okay. The past tense is what? Hatte. And the present perfect is what? It's still formed with haben. It's hat gehabt. I don't know if you've met it so far. Yeah. Then sein is what? War. Then the present perfect is what? Ist gewesen. Okay. So I am smart. Ich bin klug. I was smart. Ich war klug. Oh, I have been smart. Then ich bin klug gewesen. I have been smart. Like saying you have something like you when you have to use the have been, the being in the past. Okay, I have been. Then it's what gewesen. Gewesen, sorry. Klar. Yeah. Like you need all this. Yeah, you need all this in the Vergangenheit for the conjunctive. yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to know. I'm not saying you always use them, but you need to know so that maybe you want to say I had a phone with what? I had a phone.
Ich, ich hatte ein Hand.
It's okay. You want to say I have had a phone. So you're talking in the past, but you were once in possession of a phone. You have had something. Then what? Ich hatte ein Handy gehabt. Okay. Yeah. So this is also the plusquamperfect. Is it the plusquamperfect? No. This is the present perfect, but it's still the plusquamperfect for haben. Yeah. Hatte gehabt. Klar? So ich habe gehabt. Ich habe gehabt, sorry. No, I have had a phone. It's ich habe. That is right. Hatte here. Yeah, it's hat gehabt. Yeah. Yeah. I have had a phone. What? It's phone with haben. Ich habe ein Handy gehabt. Okay. And this is what the past tense and the present is phone with haben. Hatte ein Handy gehabt is the plusquamperfekt. Okay. Yeah. I want to say maybe in the past I have had a phone before I got a laptop. That's when you use the plusquamperfekt. Ich hatte ein Handy gehabt, bevor ich einen Laptop bekommen habe. Okay, like I don't know for series saying that like in the past plusquamperfekt sentence happened before what the past the past tense or the present perfect. Do you get it? Like we will get it. I'm just giving you like to me info. Like I can't keep it. Like if there are important stuff that need to be mentioned, I prefer like talking about them now. But then like and yet it's not compulsory for you guys to understand it. But I'm saying that knowing the past tense form, the past tense and the present perfect for the modal verbs plus these two verbs, because I never talked about it. I only like in the previous lectures were more about the other verbs, the regular and irregular verbs. Okay, but I'm just saying that these, although we hardly talk about we hardly use their present perfect. These hat gekonnt, gesollt, hat gemusst, hat gewollt, hat gedurft, gemocht. Yeah, like still it's good to know. At least if with the modal verbs with these, the present perfect or the modal verbs, like no problem. But for these two, haben, the present perfect with haben for haben and sein, you have to know because we use it all the time. Okay, and you will need it with the conjunctive too. Okay, I want to say let me form a sentence with this. I let me say say my dad is a doctor. My dad is a doctor. What? My father.
Vater ist hat.
Vater ist Arzt. Okay, in German, talking about professions, we don't use the definite articles. Okay, we don't say my father is ein Arzt. We don't use the definite articles. Okay, when you use it, it's understandable, but then we don't use it. Grammatically, it's still correct, but then we don't use it. You know, ich bin Krankenschwester. You don't say ich bin eine Krankenschwester oder eine Krankenpflegerin. Okay, so I want to say my dad was a doctor. In German, that would be what?
Vater war
Arzt.
Arzt.
I want to say my father had been a doctor.
My father
Have been.
Okay,
Yeah.
my father. Let's say
gewesen.
mein Vater
So have been is what ist gewesen.
ist gewesen. Ja,
Yeah.
mein Vater ist Arzt gewesen, not.
Yeah, my Vater ist Arzt gewesen. Okay. Then what do you say? My father, can my doctor have been a doctor? My dad have been a doctor. My dad had been a doctor. This is the plusquamperfect. This one would be what? My father war Arzt.
Gewesen.
Yeah. So, so this is the present tense. My father was, is like the past tense. My dad have been a doctor is what the present perfect or the past participle. Then this is the present, the past perfect there. Past. And then we would the past perfect tense. That's the plusquamperfect in German. So either you write the names of these tenses down, then you can later practice them on your own. Use different sentences, write them in the future, use the future eyes, use the present tense, use the future one, the past tense, the present perfect, and the past perfect, which in German is the plusquamperfect. Okay, you write the things down later. You can. My dad is a doctor. Then the future tense will be my dad. We use the future first. My dad will be a doctor. Even if become even if becomes even if B, we still use the become here. My dad will be a doctor. That's my father. Wird Arzt. Okay. Yeah. You can say wird ein Arzt sein, egal, but then just saying becoming a doctor or blah. So this one will be the future one. So if I want to say, my dad would be a doctor. Would become or would be. What we are now talking, we're going to use the conjunctive in the present tense. Okay, but we're talking about what, like future possibility. It may happen or may not. But my dad would be a doctor. We did this thing yesterday. But very asked. Okay, my dad will become a doctor, or my dad will. So you want to say now in the past, my dad would have been a doctor. This one will be I said uh, yeah, my chest is like confusion happened yesterday. So my dad would have been so like we are now in the present, okay? Now my dad can't be a doctor anymore, but I'm saying, oh, my dad would have been a doctor, and I said would have, okay? Would have normally is what haben, so would have is what hätten, okay? But being is the past tense of being is formed with sein. Like being itself is sein. And the past is formed with what? Ist gewesen. Okay. So it will be mein Vater wäre. Is it that you guys can't hear me? Is it my network or what's question? My Vater wäre Arzt gewesen. I said with the past tense in the conjunctive, if the verb is formed with have, and you just change what would have is what hätten, because would have is hätten. The conjunctive form of haben is hätten. Okay, so yes, would have would what hätten, but then have been self. When you go to the table, been have been here, have been is what is gewesen, is here is to be, was. The past tense is was. And when you say have been is what is gewesen. So the past for the conjunctive, we just say, so although in English you say would have been. In English, we don't use sein. We always form the present perfect with haben. But in German, with the present perfect, we use sein and haben. And the explanation is that a sein is for what? Wohin. Okay, verbs like you are going towards a place, or when there's a change of what states. Okay, so design itself, the past tense is formed with that same sign, but the past participle is gewesen. How am I not making sense? Hello.
Hi.
uh, what's causing the confusion?
A lot.
What's causing the confusion? Sharon? There's this thing as an investment, like they never never send me happening. Okay, so I will buy a car. I'll buy a car in German. This ah hello.
Ich,
Hey.
ich will Auto kaufen.
And I'm in point glass.
Ah,
Some was simple ways, so I know from you guys are not answering. So like listen, so it's fair ein Auto
kaufen.
kaufen. Okay, I will buy a car. This is the future tense. German is future eins. English is future one. Then I am buying a car. Will be
Kaufe ein Auto.
this is what's the present tense. The past tense would be I bought a car. I bought a car will be
Ich kaufte ein Auto. Oder ich habe ein.
no past tense. Ich kaufte ein Auto. This is the past tense. Then the past participle or the present perfect tense is I have bought car. So in English, you need the verb, like I said in English, with the present, sorry, the present perfect. Yeah, we always use have, even if it's with movement. Like we use the present perfect is always formed with have. I have gone. I have traveled. I have vanished. It's used with have. You can't form the present perfect without using have. You can't say I gone. I gone. You can say I gone. Clap. So I have bought a car. You need I have gone to form what the present perfect. Okay. So I have. It's the same thing in German. German is saying that. Okay. So it's the same thing in English. You need to what you need a helping verb plus the participle of what the verb to form the present perfect. But with us, we are saying that if the verb is talking about movement towards a place, we use sein. Okay, either ist, sind, seid, whatever, depending on the pronoun, plus the participle of what the verb, or if the verb like describes a change of states, then you have to what use what sein. Aside that, without if it's not about movement or the verb doesn't describe a change of state, use the English have. Okay, yeah. So with the present perfect is I have bought a car. So it will be what?
Ich habe ein Auto gekauft.
Okay. So then we have the conjunctive. When I say I will buy a car, I'm talking about the future, but then I'm certain, right? I will buy a car. When I say I am buying a car, it means I am actively what doing it. When I say I bought what a car, it means I bought it, like the action has been completed. This one too also means this action has been what completed, the present perfect. But in English, you have the subjunctive. The subjunctive is used to talk about unreal situations or what to be like or to be polite to others. Okay. Yeah. So basically unreal situations. So in the present tense, it means that you are either talking about the future, but you are not sure whether the thing will happen or not. That's the present tense, like the conjunctive, the present tense. And when you are using it in the past, you are either saying like it means what that like you can't change the past, but if you had the chance, you would have done something. It's still a possibility. You are not certain. Plus, the thing wasn't done, so you can't actually use what the present tense. Let's say today is Tuesday, right? Then let's say we are already in tomorrow. Then today's class has been completed. Okay. Then you are like, can you say I will join the class yesterday? No, you didn't join the class, but then you can only say if you had the chance, you would have joined the class. It's still unreal situation. And you can't go into the past to change it. So that's the past tense with the conjunctive. But the future, the present tense is when you are talking about unreal situations. You are not sure if the thing will be done or not. So in English, for this sentence, you would rather say, I would buy a car. Then, because you are not sure, would means you are not sure is what possibility 50-50. It may happen or will not happen. Okay. Then it was is würde.
Okay. Okay. Ein Auto.
Ein Auto kaufen.
Uh,
We learned the conjunctive forming sentence in the present tense that is formed with the verb würden. Okay, so this is the conjunctive zwei form of the verb werden, will. Okay, so you need the conjunctive zwei form of what werden. Then the other verb will go to the end of the sentence. Basically, just like saying ich werde ein Auto kaufen. When I say I will, it means I will. But when I say I would, it means there's a possibility that I may or may not.
okay.
Yeah. So for past tense, completed actions. Now you can't change the past, but you are saying that you would have done something. So in English, the same thing. You use the would, but you use have because in English, always the past tense is formed with have. Okay, I would have gone. I would have, but German is saying that still the action still persists. If it's about change of state, in English you would rather say you would have, but in German you have to use the verb what sein for what towards a place, then change of states. So like we don't throw that rule away. So even though it's would have in English, everything is would have, but in German, even when it's would have still depends depending on the verb. If the verb is a change of state or the verb like describes an action like action towards a place, then you have to use the sign. So that's why here I said my dad would be a doctor here. So this is a change of state. This sentence here is a change of state. My dad will be a doctor. Okay, my dad will change to be a doctor. It's a change of state, movement from layman to what a doctor. German, that's how Germans sees it. Okay, but then when I'm saying my dad is now a doctor, my dad is what Ifak is what Sein is a doctor. Okay, when I'm saying my dad was a doctor, we use it in the past, which is the past tense of Sein is what war. My father war Arzt. And I'm saying my dad have been a doctor. This is the present perfect for what sein, which is have been. Okay, in English it's have been, but in German, because it's a change of state, we say what is been, which like it doesn't exist in English, but then it works in German. Okay, because you have to use the sein itself, the present, take it like this, the sein, the present perfect of the sein is still formed with itself. So it's ist gewesen. Okay, then haben is what habe gehabt. Okay, yeah. So forget the plusquamperfect. So in the conjunctive, if I want to say right now I'm here and I'm saying, oh, I'm talking about the future, unreal situation, but I don't know if the thing may happen or not. But I'm saying, oh, my dad would be a doctor. Would be in German is wäre. It's the conjunctive zwei form. It's wäre. Would be. Okay, you can also say my Vater würde Arzt sein, because we said the conjunctive with conjunctive. That's why in the present tense, we basically use what wurden plus the verb in infinitive. But there are some verbs that you have to always use their main conjunctive. And I taught you how to form the conjunctive for each verb. Okay, the past tense, we use the past tense, and if the past tense contains R O U, then you change it. You add what umlaut to what the R O U, A O U, then you add E. Okay, so the past tense for sein is var. So it contains R O U, so you just put umlaut on what the A, then add your E, then it will add vere. Okay, it's the same with other verbs, all the verbs, that's how we form them. So haben, if I have is haben, if I'm had is what hatten, that's the past tense of haben. So then to form the conjunctive form of haben, you need would, like would have would be what the past tense, which is hatten, it contains R umlaut. So you put umlaut on what the R, then you had hatte or the hatten. Sorry, hatten. Hatten, okay? Yeah. So it would have contains hatten. Hatten is would have or the wouldn't haben, but we prefer to use the original conjunctive of the verb. Sein is what wouldn't sein, but we prefer to use the original conjunctive of the verb, which is what wären. I'm saying the other verbs, they are not very important, okay? But with the modal verbs, you have to use the conjunctive, okay? That's why I said here I give you a table. So to form the modal, the conjunctive of the modal verb, the past tense. Here's the past tense. Then you just put umlaut on what the O. Then what könnte, could. To form the modal verb with sollen and müssen, they don't change. They are sollte and wollte. They don't change. But for müssen, we will have müsste. I must go. I am certain that I have to go. But I want to say, oh, I would have to go. Like I don't have a choice. I would have to go, but still I'm not sure. Okay, the day it hasn't happened yet, but then like due to some circumstance, you think, oh, maybe I would have to. Then what is müsste? This year is the past tense. I had to is what müsste. But then I would have to. Once you bring the would, then you have to talk about that. Use the conjunctive, which is what müsste. Okay. With voting and sollen, they are the same, both past tense and conjunctive. But often will be what after you just put umlaut on what the U, because we said if it contains R O, we just put umlaut on it to form the conjunctive. So for these ones, you have to use what the original conjunctive. Okay, yeah. Because of crazy. Yeah. So when I say I would buy a car, I'm not sure. So in German, we say use würden plus plus the verb in what infinitive, kaufen. Or if you want to use the original conjunctive of the verb kaufen, we said the rule says I use the past tense and put what umlaut on the vowel if the vowel is either R or U. Okay, so the past tense of kaufen is what kaufte. Okay, kaufte, it contains what R or U. When it contains R and U, you put the umlaut on what R, not on U. Okay, basically always on the first letter. So it's what is kaufte. Okay, and we are saying like it's not common. We don't use it, like we don't normally use it. For these verbs, like it's not compulsory for you to use the original conjunctive form. Okay, for this one, just use the würden what kaufen. Würden plus what the verb in infinitive, which is yeah. Klar. So this with kaufte, it will be what ich kaufte ein Auto. The Germans are saying that this is the original conjunctive, the original conjunctive form of what the verb kaufen. And when you write it like this, it still contains the would. So would plus by have been made together to form what kaufte. Would plus var have would plus var. Would plus would plus would plus been, would plus b, sorry, would plus b have been made together to form what? Wäre. Okay, would plus by have been met together to form what? Kaufen. Okay. For sein, for those verbs I gave you, like I gave it a like table. Those ones you have to use them. Okay. But for these ones, it's not compulsory. We prefer you use them with the werden plus kaufen. Werden plus infinitive. Klar? Yeah. So in the past tense is that the thing has already happened, but you are saying if you had the chance, you would do it. So right now I'm saying, oh, I would have bought a car if I had money. If I had money, it also correlates. If you give a conditional sentence, your conditional sentence will also have to be what in the past. You can't say I would have bought a car if I have money. Now, if you say I have money, you have money now. Okay, you are saying you have money. If I have money, you're talking about the present, but the thing you want to change is in the past, which means uko past na uko toka na draw now niska because you have the money now. You see, so like it must correlate. When you give the present conditions, they must correlate. When you give the sentence in past, it must correlate. Okay, so I'm saying I would have bought the car. Okay, right now I can't change the past, but I'm saying the way I used to work in the past prior to work, if I had the chance, I would have bought a car. I can't change it. It's on real situation. Okay, so in German says, how is the past tense of the verb itself formed? It's formed with what? Habe gekauft. Okay, then because it's would have in German means hätte. So basically just use what? Ich hätte ein Auto gekauft. If I'm saying I want to say, no, not I want to say. I am saying is what? I'm saying or I say what? It's good. So I'm saying, oh, now we are just jumping straight. I want to let me use the past. So I want to say, I said will be what? Exactly. I want to say, I have said. What? Ich habe gesagt. But then if I'm saying, oh, if I had the chance, I would say. You have to use a conjunctive. I would say. So in German, it's what? Ich würde sagen. We form the conjunctive. It's what's the original. We form the conjunctive of other verbs with the original conjunctive of werden, which is what? Würden. So ich würde sagen. I would say. Okay. It's the conjunctive. So in presence. Okay. So now I want to talk about the past. Something happened. I couldn't do anything then, but if I had the chance, I would have said, or I would have said, because I would have said, yeah. So I would have said that would be what? Ich hätte gesagt. So just know that if you want to use would, anytime you want to use would plus a verb, dependent, if would have, bought, would have, climbed, would have, yeah, climbing is movement. In German, it's movement, so it's formed with sign. You have to use ich wäre, do. Jumping is movement. So you want to say, I would jump, it was ich würde springen. If you want to say, I would have jumped the wall, I would have jumped over the wall. Then what you have to do is wäre. Okay, I jump over the wall. Ich bin über die Wand gesprungen. Okay, I jumped over the wall. I'm jumping over the wall. Is springe. To jump is springen. English springen. Ich springe über die Wand. It's the Wand here. Receiving female, so okay. So I want to say I jumped over the wall. I jumped over the wall would be what's the past tense of springen? Verbs that contains in the middle. Finden, springen. Was noch? Finden, springen. Verb that contains in. Verb that contains in, you change the I to A. So finden, the past tense is ich fand. Yeah. So springen will be what sprang. So ich. Ja, ze moeten zeggen, als die mensen ich sprang über okay. Now you are saying that you would jump over the wall. Okay, you're not sure, but you just would. What? I would jump over the wall would be I would jump over the wall.
Is ready. Über die Wand. Springen.
I want to say, oh, I would have jumped over the wall in the past. Oh, okay, the present perfect. So I jumped the wall and I have jumped over the wall would be the present perfect would be what? Bin über die Wand gesprungen. Finden ist gefunden. Springen, gesprungen. Verschwinden means to disappear. It contains in, so the past should be what? I disappeared would be what? Ich verschwand. G-A-N. Ich verschwand. Then the present perfect would be what? Ich bin verschwunden. So like they follow the same format. Finden, but like I already said this. I have jumped over the wall. Ich bin über die Wand gesprungen. Okay, so I would jump over the wall. So it's uncertain. I may or may not. That's the conjunctive. So if you're the über die Wand springen, but I want to say in the past I would have jumped over the wall. So this one will be Hey, this one will be ah, so it's still this one. Ich bin über die Wand gesprungen, but because it would have is conjunctive, then would have for what sein is very would be because this verb, the past tense is formed with sein because it involves what movement, you jumping from one place to what another, wohin towards a place. So it's formed with sein. So if you want to use would have, it's to have to what very. You're just maintaining this. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I can't resist difficult.
I know it's difficult or not. Yeah, exposure, I think say next year, yes, I be meeting for revision. Yes, I be bringing up this kind of topic. And no way, Andrew, revision time. I think say yes, I be perfect with that. Because
Maybe
then do don't answer the paper out for a way. Say yes, annual revision on that. But any familiar kakra with it, Charlie. Yes, I change kakra. I think say, oh, Charlie. Ahyɛaseɛ deɛ yɛyɛ ɛbɛyɛ te sɛ nea yɛnhyɛ da nyɛ yi na ɛbɛfa.
uh, so want to say, I would have like I would like to have a brother. Okay, would have in German is what? Hätte. Okay, I would like to have. Ich hätte gern einen Bruder. Okay, you would like to have, and would have in German is hätte. If I have a brother, it's what? Ich habe einen Bruder. It means I have a brother. Okay, but the conjunctive is used to describe what unreal situations, okay, or to be polite to someone. But in this case, we are talking about what unreal situations. It means you don't have, but you would like, or you would like, you would have. If like you, when you have a brother, you'll be happy. So I would have a brother, but ich hätte gern. Ich hätte, basically ich hätte einen Bruder. Okay, the gyan is there to like just give more emphasis on the likeness, how happy you will be when you had a brother. Okay. Then you are saying, if only the summer would end. Okay, if only the summer would end. The summer is like the summer has ended. Has ended. We use the have in English, like for the past tense, for the present perfect, but in like the present tense, you say the summer has ended. Okay, has ended, or the summer ended. Okay, but in German it's a change of state, so we use what? Sein. Okay, so in German when we say the summer has ended, we use ist. It's the state, ended. Okay, it has ended, or that the summer itself has ended. But then we are using we use the sein, because it's a change of states. So would be, so if only the summer would be ended, like would end. It's a change of states. So use sein. I'm gonna have this to explain this. You can't say if only the summer have ended. In English it works, but then in German it's a change of state, so we use sein. Okay. It's not even ended. We are using the endlish. Yeah, sorry. Endlish. We are using adjectives. Okay. Yeah. So the summer finally. So this one is if only if only it was finally summer, not even ended. It has nothing to do. Like if only. Endlish means fine, like finally. So if it would be summer finally, or like already. So it is summer, is Zion, okay? Es ist Sommer. So if you want to say it was summer, it was es war Sommer. But if you're saying, oh, if only, or like on this situation, oh, the summer would be finally there, then what? The summer wäre endlich da, or you get it. It has nothing to do, sorry. Hat geändert ist richtig. Then hier, ich dort jetzt gern in der Sonne sitzen und lesen. I'm trying to say, yeah, easy. That you would be happy to sit, and that is in the sun and read. You would be. Okay, it's would be. Okay, I would be happy. We are talking about the present, but something that's like it's a possibility. It may happen or may not. Okay, if I'm saying I will be happy to sit under the sun, and it means like I'm definitely going to do it. But when I say, oh, I would be happy, it means it's a 50-50. Probably you are at work, like you have a lot to do, so like you can't actually go, like to go and sit under the sun. But oh, I would be happy to sit under. Then use the verb. Klar? So when we are doch länger, if only we would have a longer vacation. So I have a longer vacation, but ich habe länger Urlaub. But I had what ich hatte. But I would have what hätte. Okay, hätte would have. but this one is in the past because we would have like you would have like if only you would have had okay would have had a longer what vacation. So this time you didn't have it. You are talking about the past. If only in the past I would have had. Okay, I would have had. Clear? So I have vacation what is happening all. I had a vacation what is happening in all. Okay, you want to say, oh, I would, I would have like I would be happy to have a vacation. Ich würde then your gern einen Urlaub haben. I would like to have würden haben. Oder ich hätte gern einen Urlaub. Because the hätte is the original conjunctive five form of what? Haben. But then you can also use what the würden plus the verb in infinitive, which is what würden haben. Okay, but this time is in the past. If you had the chance, you would have had a longer vacation. So we are talking about the past now. Then what? Hätte gehabt. So it's total sehr gern zu deinem Geburtstag kommen. Will be I would be. Okay, I would be happy to come. I would have. Yeah, this one is the common past tense. I would have been happy to come to your birthday party. I don't make personal career though. I would have been happy to come to your birthday. Okay, like I would have been happy to come to your birthday. I am coming to your birthday is what I'm certain. Ich bin zu deinem Geburtstag gekommen. Okay, I am coming. Oh, yeah, yeah. I am coming. Ich komme, sorry, ich komme zu deinem Geburtstag. If I want to say, oh, I have come to your party, or I came over, ich kam zu deinem Geburtstag. Past tense, the present perfect, the present perfect will be what? Ich bin zu deinem Geburtstag gekommen. I have come to what? Your birthday. Okay, but I want to say, I would come to your birthday. I'm not sure. Ich würde gern zu deinem Geburtstag kommen. Okay, present in the future. It may happen or may not. Okay, würde gern, würde kommen. Okay, oder käme. Käme is the original conjunctive five form of what? Kommen. But then I want to say, I would have been like, I would have come to your party. Like, but again, it's there to say, to emphasize like this. But I would have been happy to come to your party. It means in the past, your birthday is already gone. I can't change it. But if I had the chance, I would have been happy to come. I would have been happy to come. So like past tense, then wäre gekommen, because I have come as what? Been gekommen. So you just use the conjunctive form of what? The sein. You just replace it hätte sein, hätte wäre to form the conjunctive, the past tense of the conjunctive. I can't add the modal verbs. Then you say like I don't know. So if the dog is zoned, if only on the examination day I was like healthy. Very gewesen, yeah. If only it means on the day. It means on your birthday you weren't strong, like you weren't gesund, like you weren't healthy on the examination day with your birthday. Prüfungstag is the examination day. Okay. I want to say I am healthy on the examination day. Okay. Ich bin am Prüfungstag gesund. Okay, I am healthy. I want to say, I was healthy on the examination day. Ich war am Prüfungstag gesund. But I'm in the right now. If I say, I'm sick. Okay, and the examination day is yet to come. But I'm saying, like I would be healthy on the examination day. It's a 50-50 chance. I would be healthy. I'm not sure. Then you use the conjunctive, but würden sein, but then we said with sein, we prefer to use the sein, the wäre. The wäre contains what would be instead of using the würden sein. Okay, so it's wäre am Prüfungstag gesund. But I want to say, I would have been healthy on the examination day. The event here is if only, if okay, if I was, because normally with the past tense, with the with the past tense in the conjunctive, like it has already happened. So like you normally be like if only if because the thing has already been like the thing the case like the scenario or the what like whatever thing has already happened. But then if you had the chance, you would have. So if only I was healthy, or I would have been healthy on my examination day. So would have been is what very gewesen, because the past tenses want to say I have been healthy on the examination day. What ich bin am Prüfungstag gesund gewesen. Okay, so in the cognitive past tense we want very gewesen einfach so. So ist dort das zu gern zu very wie das hübsche Mädchen heißt. Like you I would ich wüsste, ja. Also ich wüsste, I would like to know. I would like to know the name of the girl. Okay, so it's wüsste because wissen means to know. Okay, to know something is wissen. But then the conjugative form of wissen is the past tense of wissen is what wusste, and the present perfect is what hat hat gewusst. Okay, so the conjugative we form by putting umlauts on what the past tense, which is wusste. Okay, wusste, it's wusste. Yeah. So it contains R O U, so you put what umlaut on to form the conjugative. So it's wusste zu gern. Oh, like the two here, like two T O O, like I discovering my career. Like, uh, would knew, okay, like you would know, sorry, would know, so you will be happy, you'll be very glad, too happy to know how the girl is called. Okay, so it's normally you be if it was to be like other verbs, what is würde sugieren wissen, it's würde wissen, but forget the two. The two here is saying two like two highs, two tall, two gross, but forget the two. So ich würde gern wissen, but with wissen it's like sein haben könnten müssen. We prefer to use the original conjunctive form instead of using the format würden wissen. We prefer to use the wüsste. So is wüsste zu gern. Is wüsste gern wie I would like to know. Okay, you are talking about it hasn't happened. Now you would like to know how the girl is called. Okay, you would like to know. It's a possibility. You may know it or you may not. So you would like to know. Conjunctive is used to talk about ongoing situations, things that are not actually there. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. If it's If you have any question, you can ask whilst I create the exercise. Questionnaire, boy, more questionnaire, boy, what I say, boy, maybe a boy. Hey, boy, boy. Okay. Okay, exercise is ready. Exercise not being. Exercise is being. Okay, so Charlie, please be active now. So here, exercise. So I say the present tense is I go home or I am going home. In German, it will be
Is there any food like house?
okay. I feel I mean. Yeah. So first sentence, I go home or I am going home in German is
Ich gehe nach Haus.
super. Ich gehe nach Hause. The simple past tense, the past tense, I went home. I is even early, sorry. I went home early will be
Ich ging früh nach Haus.
don't use to. Ah, through, sorry, you say through, sorry. Speaker. Ghana speaker. All right, so the present perfect is I have gone home early will be
Ich bin früh nach Hause gegangen.
ja, ich bin früh nach Hause gegangen. Super. So now the conjunctive. Yeah. So now the conjunctive. I would go home early. It's a possibility. You're at work. But if you get the chance, you'll be happy to go home early. But you still don't know whether you will go home or you may not. So I would go home early would be
Ich würde früh nach Hause gehen.
super. Ich würde früh nach Hause gehen. Okay? Super. Oder verbs like gehen, we prefer to use what's the original conjunctive form, which is what's genge. But würde gehen, super. Okay? Either you use the genge or the what würde gehen. Okay. Then the conjunctive form. I would have gone home early, but now I can't change it. I didn't get a chance. So I'm talking about the past. In the past, if I had a chance, I would have gone home early. Would be and there was silence. And there was silence.
Is
I'm
the
saying mhm. Basically in the here we form the past the conjunctive the past tense of the conjunctive just like the by just changing here in the present perfect is what is being gegangen. So just change your bin design, use the conjunctive form of the conjunctive right form of a design, which is very just replace it there and you are done. We are not doing any addition. So it's very okay. It's very through nach Hause gegangen.
okay.
Yeah. So here, second sentence is what? He comes every day. Will be
Er kommt jeden Tag.
super. So he came yesterday. Pastor, not to make us say he came every day. Yeah. So he came yesterday. But even he came every day, like when you're talking in the past, like it was habitual. He used to come every day. He came every day. That is even correct. But then let's stick to he came yesterday would be
Er kam gestern.
yeah, come gestern. Yeah, come gestern. Super. Then the present perfect. He has come today. You can't say have came. It's have come, has come. Yeah. So he has come today will be
Er ist heute gekommen.
yeah, it's heute gekommen. Super. So the conjunctive would be but he would come every day. I don't know if you come, but I think he would come every day. Will be
Er würde jeden Tag kommen.
common. Oder what is the original conjunctive form of
Er käme jeden Tag.
kemme? Yeah, K A umlaut M A. Okay, yeah. But avoiding common super. If you know it and you don't use the kemme, it's fine. But it's good just to know that it's common is what kemme. Then okay. So in the past, conjunctive he would have come yesterday. I didn't know why he didn't come, but I think he would have come. See, and yes, yeah, idea. Things Unyaya Kubeba and rank or by. So it's already done. You can't change the past. So he would have come yesterday if he had a chance. So it will be what if it's being being gekommen, then it's what very gekommen. Yeah. So we basically translate the present perfect into the past tense of the conjunctive. If the verb, the past tense, the present perfect is formed with have, then with haben, then we what hätte plus the participle zwei. If the past tense, the present perfect is formed with sein, then we what is very plus the past tense, the participle. You are basically translating this there. But if, like I'm saying, if the present perfect of the verb, the tense is formed with sein, then it won't be been anymore. You change the been to what wäre. If the present perfect is formed with haben in German, yeah, example is see. See is formed with haben. You can't say ich bin gesehen. It's what ich habe gesehen. So then in the plusquamperfect, it will be what ich hätte gesehen. No additions. You are just changing. You are just changing. You are just sending the. Okay, so let's continue. I see the problem. You'll be what? I see the problem.
Ich sehe das Problem.
Ich sehe das Problem. I say that's problem. Super. So I want to say I saw the problem. The past tense of saying is what?
Sah.
Za is za das Problem. Okay. I want to say I have seen the problem. This problem, I have seen it. Maybe.
Ich habe das Problem gesehen.
Super. Ich habe das Problem gesehen. I want to say I would see the problem. I've learned from my mistakes. So in the future, I'm sure I would see if this problem is coming, I would see it. I'm not very sure. I don't know when it will come. I don't know if it will come, but if it would come, then I would see it. Will be what?
Ich würde das Problem sehen.
Sehen. Ich würde das Problem sehen. Super. So I'm saying, I didn't learn from my mistake. The problem has come again. I would have seen it. I would have seen the problem, but I didn't learn from my mistake, so I couldn't see it. So, but then I believe that I would have seen it if I had paid more attention to it. So I would have seen the problem. Would be what? I'm just saying, Sahani have the gesehen. You what hätte gesehen. So ich hätte das Problem gesehen. It's like you know, and you are not sure, like you don't want to say it. Oh God. So offended. We find a solution. We are finding a solution, or we find a solution will be what? The solution is die Lösung. Die Lösung. Okay, so it will be wir finden eine Lösung. Lösung. Super. So I'm saying that we found a solution. Wir fanden. Fanden. Okay, past tense is fand. So fanden for we plural. Wir fanden eine Lösung. Okay, so we are saying we have found a solution. Oh, we found a solution. Will be
wir haben eine Lösung gefunden.
Gefunden. Haben gefunden. Okay, so we are saying we would find a solution. We don't know when, we don't know how, but this problem we would definitely solve it.
Wir würden eine Lösung finden.
Wir würden eine Lösung finden. But I'm saying in German, finden is also one of the verbs that we prefer to use the original conjectives 5 form. So fand, it will change to what umlaut, which is what fend, then you add your e, but fende. So wir finden eine Lösung, oder wir würden eine Lösung finden. Klar? Super.
Klar.
So in the past tense of the conjunctive, we would have found a solution if we had more time, but we didn't have more time, so we couldn't find a solution. So we would have found
Wir hätten eine Lösung gefunden.
Gefunden. Okay.
Gefunden.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Just like that. Okay. I want to say would have, then hätten. But in German, when it's formed, you see in English, it's always would have gone, would have, but in German, always remember that even though in English it would have gone, in German, gone is formed with design, which is what ist gegangen. So you just change the design to what fairy. But say that everything is haben. Klar? Yeah.
Klar.
Yeah, so I'll send this exercise to the group, then you work on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you meet tomorrow. Okay. Mascoots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, choose this Morgan.
Well, that's the answer. Oh, yeah, man.